Hey guys, it's PoxiiPro. Welcome to this Fallout 76 guide. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 3 explosive heavy weapons. First one to make my list, as you can see, is going to be the Fatman. And I'm doing top 3 instead of top 5 because there's not that many explosive heavy weapons, so it just kind of makes more sense to do 3 instead of 5 weapons. But yeah, this is the Fatman. It makes my list because I think it's pretty iconic from the Fallout series, and it pretty much shoots a mini nuke. It does big damage, although in Fallout 76, I think the hit radius or the hitbox for it has a little bit of issues, but it could just be because of the version that I'm using. I am rocking full pricks for this thing, and this is the current modifications that I have on it. So it is the MIRV launcher. MIRV launcher. So pretty much what it does is, instead of doing a direct impact and exploding, it's more like an airstrike. So when you shoot it in the air, it'll split and drop a bunch of mini bombs and explode that way. And the reason why I have that is because this roll shoots a second version of that, so it shoots 2 of them in the air, and then they both split into a bunch of bombs, and it's like a huge airstrike. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate that right now on West Tech. The only issue with this weapon is that I do think that the hitbox for the MIRV is a little bit, oh my goodness, what's happening? The hitbox for the MIRV is a little bit messed up. So like, there's gonna be all these enemies, it's gonna be a huge explosion radius, but it's not gonna be much damage or much splash range. Alright, so let's test it out on these guys. We have a bunch of mutants here. I'm just gonna launch it into the sky. Is it loaded? Let me reload it first. I would say the biggest downside to this weapon is that the ammo is gonna be weighing a lot. But this is how much fun you can have with it. Oh, danger close. Oh my goodness, I kind of shot it at myself instead of at the enemies. Alright, I'm back and I've got a lot more ammo, so it's time to actually shoot this a bunch. Oh. My game's frozen. Oh. Alright, so let's give this another go. And this time I won't miss. Load up another shot here, and we'll aim for those 2 right there. There we go. Won't even know what hit them. But yeah, you see the damage is kind of messed up on it. It's just a lot of fun to shoot. So I wouldn't say this weapon's entirely practical, but definitely is a lot of fun to just mess around with. I think without the MIRV, the MIRV mod, it probably functions like more intended. I think the MIRV mod is just a bit glitched. Oh, there we go. That worked beautifully. You have to drop it like right on their heads for it to hit. There we go. Lots of fun once it actually starts working. Alright, so yeah, this one not as practical, but definitely still makes the list. And I'll go ahead and move on to my next one. My next one is going to be the Hellstorm missile launcher. Unfortunately, I don't have a really good roll on this, but I am still pricked out for it. I also don't have the modifications, but there's going to be a lot of different mods that you can actually use with this. Only downside, I would say, is that it's a little bit harder to obtain. Because it is a BOS weapon, so you're gonna have to get it through daily ops, but it can also be purchased from Minerva as well. So it is a little bit harder to obtain, but once you do get it, I think it is actually a more practical and solid weapon. The ammo doesn't weigh nearly as much as the mini nukes, and with the modifications, you get a lot of different things that you can do with it. You can put cryo damage on there, you can put plasma damage on there, or you can put like a little fire AoE that lasts after the explosion, or you can just increase the actual ammo capacity. So you get a lot of options there for the barrel. And then for the sights, you can even get something that tracks targets and has extra zoom, which I think is really cool. That's probably going to be the best sight. I don't think night vision is really useful. And then for the barrel, it kind of depends on your playstyle here. Most likely you will want to attach one of these extra payload mods instead of the ammo capacity, because I just feel like the extra damage might be nice. But for this showcase, I am going to be showing it without any of the extra damage, and it is still going to be a really solid rocket launcher. And it's got 4 shots in the default chamber, or in the default mag, I guess, if you want to call it a mag. So still super good for, still really decent for DPS compared to like the other missile launcher, which is only 1 shot, and then you gotta reload. So this one is definitely has actual practical use. And I'll show you guys the damage right now. Boom, 1 shot. Boom, 2 shots, and that kills a level 75 super mutant. And I still got 2 shots left. Somebody's here, I guess, to clear West Tech. This is level 100 super mutant. It's still going to take 2 shots to kill. And this is just like making the explosion blow up at their feet. For this turret, just 1 rocket to take it out. you can see this thing does clear pretty well. 2 mutants back here. 1, 2. It shoots really fast too if you want like actual DPS. Oh, I got some more missiles. Perfect. Oh, let me reload really quick. Level 100 Hound gets one-shotted from this missile launcher. I think direct hits are probably going to be a bit more ideal if you want to maximize damage. So let me see if I can direct hit this guy. Yeah, that did a lot more damage. Like 75% of his HP versus just half. Yeah, that's pretty much the missile launcher. The Hellstorm fire missile launcher. It is really good. I think it's a really fun and like actually decent explosive heavy weapon if you want to do a build with it. And the missile ammo isn't going to be nearly as heavy as the mini nukes. Next for my top 3 list, and the final one is going to be the grenade launcher. I think this one is probably going to be the best in terms of DPS for a explosive heavy weapon, just because of how fast it can actually shoot. So this is the one that I'm going to be using for demonstration purposes. It is a bloodied one, so it's actually going to have a bit of damage. And in terms of the mods, I'll go over the mods right now. So for the mods, we have improved range for the long barrel, and then we have a heavy barrel, which gives us range and damage. So heavy barrel is going to be really good there. And that is pretty much the only modification that you actually can get. This weapon is going to be a lot easier to obtain because the plan is not gated by a drop chance in daily ops. So I think obtaining this is going to be easier than the other rocket launcher. You just don't get the extra utility of like cryo damage or fire damage or plasma. This thing's clip size is actually 12 compared to the 4 or compared to the 1 of the nuke launcher. So overall, the auto grenade launcher is going to be the ideal go-to weapon if you're going to be doing some sort of like DPS explosive build, whereas the other ones are probably just going to be for fun to use occasionally. But yeah, this one's probably your solid go-to kill weapon here. And I'll go and demonstrate it. I don't even have enough I don't have enough bullets for a full magazine, but I'll just show you guys how fast this thing can shoot and the actual damage we get per explosion. And of course, because these are heavy weapons and they're also explosive, they benefit from both perk cards. So if you're going to be using any of these in a build, I do recommend using Demolition Expert, which gives you 60% extra damage on there. And then you have all your heavy perk cards as well to give you damage. And this is a bloodied version, and I'm a bloodied build, so this will do pretty good damage, I think. So we got a level 100 super mutant here. Look how fast that thing shoots. 3 grenades kills him, not even direct hits. 2 shots to kill that one. I'm like afraid of accidentally blowing myself up. Just back up a little bit. There we go. Killed this guy in 2 shots, and that's pretty much all my ammo. But yeah, you can see how fast it shoots. It also has 12 per mag, so it's a lot more reliable as like an actual primary. And yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for my top 3 heavy explosive weapons. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about the heavy weapons that I showed in this video, or any that I may not have mentioned that you also like in terms of the explosive variant, then let me know in the comment section and I'll reply. But that's gonna be pretty much it otherwise, and until next time.